writer and reporter Olivia Nuzzi is reportedly set to release a book detailing her digital relationship with Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Nuzzi, who just last month took a position as an editor for Vanity Fair, was previously a writer for New York Magazine.
In 2024, she and the magazine parted ways after a bombshell report implicating her in a sexting scandal. The report stated she had been involved in an inappropriate relationship with RFK Jr. during his presidential campaign. In a statement to then CNN reporter Oliver Darcy, Nuzzi said in part, "Earlier this year, the nature of some communications between myself and a former reporting subject turned personal. The relationship was never physical, but should have been disclosed to prevent the appearance of a conflict. I deeply regret not doing so immediately and apologize to those I disappointed, especially my colleagues at New York."
In the year since, Nuzzi has largely disappeared from the public eye. Oliver Darcy, in another report published on Tuesday, says Nuzzi has spent much of her time away from the spotlight working on a book, according to people familiar with the matter. The project, I'm told, is slated for release later this year, likely around the holidays.
Now, although the book is likely still several months away from being released, it's already generating buzz online. News Nation contributor and guest host here on Rising, Chris Cillizza, says immediate purchase. Others are a little bit less enthusiastic. Rolling Stone writer Stephen Roderick says, "Friends, I think we have found the event that will get me to quit social media for good." This is kind of a weird one.
It is a weird one.
Olivia Nuzzi was this well-liked political reporter. I know her and I'm friendly with her.
She's a very talented writer.
She's a talented writer. Was in a relationship long-term with Ryan Lizza, who's also a political journalist, and they kind of had a duo.
Yeah,
well,
sorry.
the end was very messy when this RFK Jr. thing came to light. The thing is weird, though, because it was not a
physical relationship.
The way she has described it as an affair, but one that has no physical component.
Yeah.
And I'm so disinterested in people's messy personal lives. People's lives are messy. And I don't want to suggest that I think she's crazy, but this is, I don't know. Like, what is this? She's saying this was a relationship. He's saying it was just, can there be a relationship that's just text?
I mean,
do you know what I'm getting at?
Well, I do.
I guess I'll find out in the book.
Yeah.
But this sounds kind of one-directional.
Yeah, well, so
I
don't know. I mean, I'm debating now whether to muse on the nature of those relationships or the Olivia Nuzzi matter. Look, it's her story to tell. If she wants to present her version of events in the book, she's welcome to do so. I gather from the reporting that the book, in fact, it does take a longer view and is about her reporting experiences, reporting on Trump, and covers a much longer period, but it will purportedly include some of these, what should we say, racy texts between her and RFK Jr. Is that a relationship? I mean,
so it's also an example of a reporter making themselves the story, which is a tendency I find very irritating.
Yeah.
Unless your story is just really interesting and really unusual.
It's kind of interesting and kind of unusual, though, to be sexting with RFK Jr.
I mean, that's what it was, I guess. I don't know. Something about me says this has been the nature of it has been embellished. But
I mean, I think people's prurience itself will almost ensure that the book itself sells well. Many years ago, an editor who I knew said that nothing is of such universal interest as people sleeping with people who they shouldn't be sleeping with.
But now, they're not even sleeping with people.
In this case, it's not. They're not sleeping with each other. They're sending demure nudes was one of the ways I found it described. I'm not sure what that exactly involves. Art house nudes, perhaps.
What if it's her texting him like, "Would you like to know what I'm wearing?" And him writing back, "I hope it's not nylon because that's cancer and is filled with carcinogens." And
that's really.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my second impression. I'm doing pretty well today.
That's a very good. And that was a specific one rather than your generic Eastern European Balkan warlord.
Yes.
But look, I mean, people are going to buy the book. To your point about making herself the center of the story, what I would say in her defense to a degree is she has been made the center of the story by the other coverage of it. It's a bit like, people who get otherwise ensnared in actual sex scandals where there's actual sex. For them to give their own version of events, I think that's fine. I've no objection to her doing it. Will I be rushing to buy it? No, I'll probably read the 5 takeaways of all the text that everyone will publish elsewhere, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, but it's if you want privacy, you say nothing.
Right.
If you want attention, you write a book about it,
Right.
right? It's not like, oh, yeah, I'm speaking out because I was forced to weigh in on this. She put out a statement about it from the get-go.
Right.
If she was disciplined for it, she could have just said nothing.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's fair.
But look, she is free to want to talk and share this story, and it is with a public official, a government official, so it's also not just two private individuals' lives. It's someone who's in the government, whose judgment, it's not like a national security role, but whose judgment in what details are being shared with reporters is of some public interest. So I'm not actually maligning her, saying that she shouldn't write the book. I can't tell, having not read it yet. I might read it and go, oh, this was certainly in the public's interest, and tells us something we should know about RFK Jr. Or I might read it and go, ugh, more gossip.
More gossip. Well,
I can't stand gossip.
Well, we can't be doing that. You'll anyway, find yourself in the pages of the Daily Mail or something like that. We don't want any of that kind of thing to go on. But look, I mean, I think that. Exactly. One of the things we'll find out when the book actually comes out is how much of it is about this. Because if it's her talking about reporting in which this is a chapter, I think that's completely fine. If it's something where this is the obvious selling point of a book that,
it's
people
just about Trump's Washington.
It's just, then that becomes
rope you in.
Yeah, then that becomes a different thing, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We shall see. Next up, Kamala Harris making a few bold claims on her book tour. Let's hear from her next. Stay with us.